Hi, just want to jump on and give everyone a little mini Valentine's Day reading. So I just wanted to pick cards for all of the signs. It's just a very casual reading. I just felt really drawn to do it. It's something fun that I love to do. And I don't always get time with doing my one-on-one reading sessions. So I just thought I love giving out these mini reads, and with Valentine's Day coming up, I just wanted to share the love. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to wait for a couple of people to jump on. I'm just having a look. We've got one person on. Hello. Feel free to share this if you want to share this as well. We're about to do free mini readings for all the Valentine's Day signs. So we're going to go through all of the 12 signs of the zodiac and pick a couple of cards. So tag your friends if you want to so that no one misses out. We're going to start with earth signs. I'm going to be starting with Capricorn. So we have Capricorn. So these ones are from the astrology reading cards from this book. So I'm just using them as a little picture to reference so everyone can see. So we're going to start with Capricorn. And Capricorn says the energy around you is serious, materialistic, hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. So we know that, like with Capricorn, they're really about wanting to achieve. So if you are here, just let me know that you're here and pop a little comment in the box. So we're going to work with Capricorn first, and we are going to pick 3 cards. So I'm just going to go in and get 3 cards out of this. This deck is the Thoth or the Thoth deck. All right, so we've had one fall out, so we're looking cards for Capricorn at the moment leading into Valentine's Day. We've got 4 cards that have fallen out. So what I'm going to do is let me give a shout out if there's any Capricorns in as well. So this is really interesting energy looking at the cards that we've got coming up. So what I'm feeling at the moment is there may be something that the Capricorn is trying to work on, something that they're trying to build on the earth. So we have the 3 of Disc card, which is the works card. We can see that this is, oh, hey Paula, beautiful to see you here. So we can see with this energy too, it represents sort of like that initial achievement. It's more kind of like using the common sense. So Capricorn energy might be feeling kind of like logical at the moment and feeling like there is something that they're wanting to build towards or achieve. Hi Kerry, lovely to see you here. So yeah, we do have this energy. We do have this energy of Mars, but we also have the energy Knight of Swords. So we can see here that there's more of like an earthy kind of like intellectual way that Capricorn might be going about things. And I'm remembering this is a Valentine's Day read too. So this is in regards to love. So they might be looking at things from a logical point of view. What I'm hearing Spirit say is to look for the lesson in this, to look for possibly this lesson of like what it is that they can learn from going at things, or what if they learned in the past from going at love from like a logical way or looking at it from a sense of achievement. Hi Kerry, we will be doing Gemini coming up. So yeah, share this with any friends that that you want to have their sign read for as well, because we're going to do all 12 signs. We're just at the beginning at Capricorn, so stay tuned and we'll go through all of them. We have Queen of Wands. Now she fell out reversed, so she, I can see with these colors and these energies, is kind of like lower chakras, like on the physical, but she's actually about Wands. So this is like more of a spiritual card. But what I'm seeing with these two coming like face down or like upside down, we've got the Queen of Wands. So instead of like looking at it from that spiritual empowerment, it's almost the opposite. It's really like looking at things from the reverse, or looking at it from, thank you so much for sharing. I want to make sure we get to as many people as we can. Yeah, so with this, what I'm seeing is the lack of spiritual energy, the lack of emotion put into this love energy for Capricorn. I really feel that they might need someone to come in and attract, or whether they've got this counterpart balance within another part of their astrology to do with like bringing balance. So it's really looking for partners that perhaps they can understand on an intellectual level and understand on an earth level, but it really is, it seems to be lacking that spiritual perspective at the moment, maybe in regards to around love. Now, this could also represent for a Capricorn someone that you are seeing, or someone that you're attracted to. It could be like your person. The other energy that we have is the happiness card. Now it is in reverse as well. And I feel like to open up to those energies of happiness, it's to open up the heart. So Capricorn sometimes is very focused on achieving, very focused on like, you know, going through life and kind of like ticking the boxes, that they sometimes need to slow down and focus on these beautiful things of love, and on, you know, the pure joys. And the heart. Hello, Amanda. I see you're Capricorn. So if you did miss the start of this, definitely go back. But yeah, that's what I'm getting from Spirit at the moment around this. It's really, if we can tap into that expanded heart area, I feel that there's going to be deeper soul connections for the Capricorn too. So it's really to put that energy and attention and focus into that. I'm just picking a card out of, we've got Tony Salerno's deck as well, which is the Love deck. So I'm just going to, it's one of my favorite decks. I've had this for so long. So we have the card of miracles. So expecting miracles, and look at the color of the sky. This actually reminds me of what we just went through at Uluru just recently with going through this transition. And this is what I'm feeling, that Capricorn is being asked to be stretched in terms of like relationships at the moment. So really looking at things on a not just that sense of achievement on the physical, but looking at how you can bring in that sense of achievement in that romantic area. Because I feel that they're so busy sometimes and have so much to do and what they want to achieve in the world, that sometimes, you know, love can sort of like go to the side. So let's pick a couple of cards just out of this this other tarot deck that I've got here. All right, we're just looking for 2 clarifying cards, and they're giving us these 2. All right, I'll flip these over straight away. All right, so we have a 5 of Cups, and we also, it could be sort of like a beautiful moment, and you know, like a celebratory thing. It looks like this prince is on the way to some kind of ceremony. We have this beautiful wreath and everything tied on the wand, but these were in reverse. So this is more confirmation to what we were talking about, that to look into those things that are really going to nourish you on a heart, soul level at the moment is really important leading to Valentine's Day. Now, remembering it is Mercury retrograde at the moment, which will be finishing, I think it's around Valentine's Day actually, but we'll be in that shadow period for 2 weeks after. So this could even be representing someone in connection with you, Capricorn, that is that last from the past, because we do have that happen with Mercury retrograde. It does tend to bring past lovers back. It also tends to bring past lessons and see if we need to take them forth into the future, which unless there's growth, quite often we don't. It's sort of, you know, been there, done that in a way. So that's the message that I have for you, our beautiful Capricorn. So I'm going to pop this in. So next we're moving on to Taurus. So here is our Taurus card, and I'll just read this to you as well. So it says, the energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, productive, yet relaxed and slow. So this is another earth sign. So we're just going to pick and shuffle some cards. Messages for Capricorn leading up to Valentine's Day and for Valentine's Day. Okay. And then we're going to pick one of the love cards. All right. All right, so the energy when I start to hover my hand over my deck, because as a lot of you guys know that follow me, hi Amanda, hi Kerry. So when you follow me, you realize that I read with them face down out of one of my decks, my favorite deck. That's the way I like to read, so they're speaking to me. So what I'm seeing with Taurus, I actually feel like it's a moment to pause. It really does feel like a moment to kind of like reconnect. And it almost feels like the world feels a little bit chaotic around. And I feel like I actually want to get grounded. I want to touch the earth, is the energy that I'm feeling. And I'm hearing Spirit say too, it's like, I'm actually wanting to feel. So whether it's like being busy in the mind or busy with work and different things, and it's like, I actually want to feel. So let's flip these cards. All right. This is interesting. We've got 2 cards that kind of appear to look similar. So we've got the 3 of Wands. So we've had that in reverse. So usually this represents on a spiritual level some kind of growth, or, you know, some kind of blooming or like initial achievement. It has the Sun in Aries as well. So it's like, you know, investing in that kind of like spiritual because we have the sun, which is transformative. It's like working with this fire energy to kind of like, you know, try and bring ourselves in alignment to achieve something on a spiritual level, achieve that initial growth and development. There's something happening at the moment that's draining your energy and it's feeling unconnected. So really seeking that love at the moment that feels connected. This is actually about pausing and taking time out, because I'm feeling there's a lot of busyness in the life. And Taurus is ruled by Venus as well. So Venus is about art, it's about beauty. Taurus is a female nurturing sign too. So maybe this might also represent needing to do some nurturing, or perhaps even buying yourself a Valentine's Day present too. So we have this period of adjustment. And this is sometimes sort of like more of a justice card too. This also speaks about that universal energy coming in almost like a lightning flash. It is Libra too, which is also ruled by Venus. Some of you Taurians might also be experiencing breakups, or might be experiencing a little bit of trouble with this Mercury retrograde. It could be throwing you through a loop if you haven't tied some things up. Hi Grant. If you haven't tied off some things from the past, this is a good time to really reflect on things. So we're still reading for Taurus at the moment. The other card that we have is Valor, and it's the Seven of Wands. So this might also, because it came through upside down, might even represent some kind of like truth surfacing. So really looking at like that reflection side of things, trying to make more time to do things that nurture and lift you up. Now Taurus also can be slow moving, so they don't always share and open their feelings to everyone. So this might mean having to do things from a different way that you've done them in the past in order to get a different result. But yeah, be kind to yourself and really nurture yourself. The other card that we've got from the love deck is spiritual growth, which was what I was feeling with this, the card of virtue, because we had this in upside down format. So it's really making that commitment to self for that spiritual growth. And you can see the gift that that brings when you focus on that spiritual growth. It is beautiful. So we have this angel wing that's this beautiful angel being that's emerging out of this rose. So the rose is really about like the heart chakra. Sometimes it's connected to Christ consciousness as well. So I'm just going to pick two clarifying cards to give us a little bit more information on Taurus. A little bit. Oops, we just had a couple fall out. Oh, we had two fall out. All right, so yeah, there's a little bit of the Hanged Man in reverse. So it might be a little bit sort of stuck in your mindset. Hi, Freya. And we have a Tower moment card that came out this way. So what happens is with the Tower card, even though this sometimes can be feeling like life can be out of control, thank you, or feeling like that things are sort of like crumbling or falling down in a certain way, you know, sometimes people around a Tower moment will need to feel to get out the way. So even though we're reading for Taurus, this might resonate to your person or that special someone in your life, or that person that's like on your mind as I'm talking about Taurus. So with this Tower moment too, there is a little bit of distraction, but remembering a Tower moment is like a bit of a spiritual awakening that kind of slams into life. So there is new life that comes after a fire. We have the Hangman that's come up in reverse as well. So usually when we have the Hangman come up the proper way, upside down, it will represent looking at new information, new knowledge, looking at things from a different point of view. So it does show that sort of like a little bit of stuck, which sometimes when we have the Tower card, it's looking into how are we being our own worst enemy at the moment. Where is it that we're not making change, or where is it that we need to clear the clutter, or, you know, make those changes? What is it that our thoughts are telling us? Really trying to get into that subconscious mind. So I hope that helps, Taurus. I'm just going to pop some of these cards back in the deck. Thank you. So next we have Virgo. So tag any Virgo. So this is the Virgo card. Yeah, lots of beautiful Virgos that I know. So the energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. So I know Virgos sometimes can get into that perfectionism. So let's have a look at messages around Valentine's Day for Virgo. All right. So Interesting. As I was picking the cards, there was this energy, and we'll get one out of the love deck too. There was this energy of Virgo feeling, am I doing the right thing? Am I making the right decision? Am I making the right choice? It's almost as if there was that energy of being a little bit stuck in the head and a little bit of indecision, or a little bit of just not knowing who they're making the choice for, is a little bit of the energy. So really like coming into your confidence, starting to learn like a little bit of self-trust. So we have a love card, and we will grab some clarifying cards. So I'll just feel into this energy. All right, so there is the message, what I feel, there's a lot of gold coming in with this too. So there is almost like a, I want to say like hand of God, or like a hand from the universe that's coming in for Virgo at the moment. So I'm seeing, it's like in this picture actually. So we can see the rays of the sun starting to come through the clouds and starting to permeate into our consciousness. So this is possibly about meditating, quietening the mind for Virgo at the moment, especially around love, and especially about sort of questioning self-worth. I'm flipping these cards. Yeah, we're getting the same message. This is beautiful. So we have Knight of Wands. So remembering wands is part of that spiritual energy. This is sometimes about acting on an idea. So it's almost like taking the energy of, this is like what you desire, if this is like what you seek. Sometimes it's like putting that belief, that faith and trust in yourself, not second guessing, and just running with it. For me, I always call this sort of like the Tony Robbins card. It represents walking through those hot coals, walking through those flames, walking through the fire. We need to like summon up the courage. So whether it's like getting into kind of like that Braveheart Viking chest pounding energy to summon up that strength, and feeling the fear and just doing it anyway. There's a little bit of that energy that I'm getting with this. But here's this gold energy that we talked about coming in from spirit. It's coming from that spiritual top part of the card. So we can see that coming down, and there's that knight with that wand made of fire. This is about transformation. If you get this now and you really like to start to stand and embrace this beautiful newfound kind of like confidence for you, it's actually quite sexy, is the energy that we're getting. It's quite magnetic, because like this is fire. There's a magnetism, there's something enchanting when we watch that fire. You know, we're mesmerized. It kind of like dances into our consciousness. Now we have the Science card, and this appeared to me upside down, which is the Six of Swords. So I'm just going to show it this way. And we can see from this card too, with the gold cross in the center. So a cross can sometimes represent almost like a separation from the Godhead in a way. This sometimes can be like in the upright position with this six as well. Oh, we also, I should mention, we have Mercury on the top of this. There's that mind that might be driving a couple of Virgos a little bit crazy at the moment, like with their own thoughts. So with this Six of Swords too, this is about coming to the heart of the matter. This is like really about trying to reach into this Aquarius energy that's at the other end. So remembering that Aquarius is the knowledge bearer, and it is associated with the Star card too, which is reaching up to spirit to bring through that inspiration, to bring through this beautiful energy onto the earth as well. So yeah, it's really, it's not sort of like, how would I say, sometimes like they'll go through thoughts and they can be almost like discriminating against themselves sometimes, because they're quite beautiful earth loving people. So it's really to kind of do that, but like filter out what you don't need in your mind and coming to the heart. And when you do, it's Queen of Discs. This is like more that love, that nurturing on the earth. We can see there's a bit of Capricorn energy as well with this. This is really beautiful. There's that spiritual antenna, that spiritual energy. She has the little helmet or the little crown made out of an acorn. So this is that pineal gland. Hi, Erin. We haven't done Aries yet, so stay tuned. So share this with anyone who's interested in astrology. This is a free reading talking about the signs in accordance with, or to do with Valentine's Day. So what we see in this wand as well, and like where you're heading, like where your heart is heading, if you get like your mind to calm down, we actually see something that's outside of this physical reality. This is about spirit becoming the main thing and 3D becoming that external outside point of view. There's a lot of work gone into this investment. All right, so out of the love card, we have blessings, which is that same message we were just talking about. This is really like you receiving the blessings, and this is quite virginal, this card too, so it really resonates with that that Virgo energy. I need to have a camera so you guys can see the cards. Let's have a look at some clarifying messages too from Virgo to do with Valentine's Day. These ones would flip straight over. Oh, okay. All right, so we can see here we've got 3 of Wands too, which can represent that initial achievement, that initial growth. What I'm actually feeling when I'm looking at this, I'm actually feeling like a Virgoian, almost like anxiousness or a little bit of anxiety. And I'm feeling all like my heart is in my throat in a way. So we have this Page of Cups that was upside down. So this is almost, instead of kind of like conceiving an idea or feeling like emotionally like, oh, I need to know kind of like what to do, I feel like this is really throwing it out. Let's ask for another card to confirm this as well. Yeah, so we have the Ten of Wands, and I feel like that this is really kind of you know, Ten of Wands is about abundance. It's really like, you know, a completion. So I feel like when you can get out of your mind, you have such amazing cards and amazing energy come up with this. So let's pop these back in the deck. And that is Virgo. So please share this with your friends that have missed, if I'm speaking about their signs and you don't want them to miss it, please share this with them. I also have a booking discount code for Valentine's Day specifically, and it gets you a percentage, it gives you a discount on bookings that are for 1 hour, 2 hour, and also my couples readings as well. So let's pop that back in, and we're doing a card for Aries. So let's tap in and see what we've got for Aries. So it says the energy around you is dynamic, spontaneous, crusading, impulsive, action is likely. So we've got this energy for Aries. Look at that beautiful energy that we've got there. All right, so this is you, Aaron. We're picking cards for Aries for Valentine's Day. We want the love card as well. All right, so the energy that I felt is there's some kind of spiritual transformation happening at the moment. I actually feel really excited for Aries. The other energy that I'm feeling is like feeling into this fire, feeling into this magnetism. I'm seeing sort of like Arabian Nights type energy is the only way to describe it. I feel like there's some kind of like enchantment at the moment. And with Aries, you know, it's that energy of kind of like being, how would I say? They're almost like a fire starter, which like when we relate to the fire. And oh, Freya, you're Aries Taurus as well. So yeah, I'm just sort of seeing it's like there's some kind of like initiation or something that's taking place, but they keep saying the word magnetism. I'm going to flip these cards. Okay, very cool. So we have Princess of Swords. Sometimes can represent that. I always see this as sort of like a little bit of a battle, but I feel that the battle's over. So I feel that there was possibly something that you were, you know, thinking about. Now, this could also be for Aries if they're your person, or if there's someone on your mind that has that Aries energy. It can also be your sun, moon, or rising sign, sometimes your Venus sign as well. But yeah, we have this Princess of Swords, and you can see that she's sort of, you know, in the past possibly fought battle. I feel like that's over, and I feel like that there was a lot of lessons learned around love in connection to do with this. What I see sort of going forth, you know, the present moment that we're in right now is that Prince of Swords, and I'm seeing this as that Chariot energy. He's dressed in green. This is that heart chakra energy with this illumination of the gold. Now you can see that the sword is behind him, but it doesn't feel like that he's fighting the battle. You can see that it's like behind him. He's sort of like, well, just in case, I have that watch over my back. So we do have a little bit of that energy, but he doesn't look like he's in battle. He's going forth to harvest something. So we have this icosahedron, which for me in sacred geometry represents the energy of harvest. It represents that energy of let's go and like reap the rewards from all that hard work that we've done. There's also an icosahedron in the middle of this green circle. So this is also, it's on a spiritual level. You've done the work, like you've really overcome some things. This is about manifestation, and you're so magnetic and so in tune with things at the moment. They're like, if there is someone that you have your eye on, I feel like Spirit's showing me this energy of like, so you could be hot property at the moment. Use this magnetism wisely. It feels like a superpower is the energy that I'm getting with this. So take what resonates. The other card that we have is the Eight of Cups, indolence, but it was in reverse. So what sometimes can be an upsetting symbol is, again, walking forth into the future. It's like passing. It's like the old things that didn't kind of like come about are almost a blessing in a way, is what I'm seeing. So you might be reminded of this with the, energy of Mercury retrograde coming back in, because that will bring past lovers. So paying attention, you could be in this Mercury retrograde energy having a past lover show up. It does have that kind of feel to it. There is a Saturn and Pisces energy to this as well. So the card that we have for love is Universal Heart. This is showing like that spiritual work that you've put in. We can see that in this picture, that third eye activation is, and that illumination. There's something magnetic quality-wise in the eyes with this. So let's have a look. All right. Just some clarifying cards. Now the colors I'm seeing when I close my eyes are green and gold. This is higher connection to heart chakra energy. So really putting out for that relationship that's, connecting on that transformational level, that's connecting to spirit. So the energies that we've got here are, I'm just counting. So we have a Five of Swords. So we can see like a little bit of a battle. This is just really speaking about like what you've been through in the past, I feel. So there could still be like a little bit of battle. I feel that a lot of you have worked through it. The other energy that we have is the Four of Swords too. So this is on a mental level. It's just really expressing that energy of like how far you've come. So don't let anyone distract you from your path. So Freya is saying, I'm laughing and crying tears of joy. Your connection is so pure and your delivery is divine. Thank you. So spot on. You're so welcome. Hey, Dean. Yeah, I feel like it's like you've got this, like focus on yourself. Really like give to you what nurtures to your heart. It's such a strong moment in time for you. Like really harness that magnetism. If we think about, having a fully charged battery, what do we want to like attach that to? What do we want to channel that into? Because that's the energy that we've got for you at the moment, Aries and Freya. So let's pop these ones back and we will move on to our other signs. So we have Leo. Have we got any other Leos? I'm a Leo sun sign. Have we got any Leo moon, ascendant? My American friends and Canadian friends call it rising, or any Leo Venus planets. We got any Leos in the house? Okay, so this is such a beautiful one. Erin, yay, awesome. So we've got Leo. Oh, here we are. So I'll read this out. You can see he's wearing the crown. Like how appropriate, the Leo, the lion, the king of the zodiac. So the energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief, which Leos sometimes can get that knocked out of them. So it's important to give ourselves little tests from time to time. So we are asking for energy, Valentine's Day. All right, so we've got 3 cards out of that deck. Now we need a card out of the love deck. So share this with any Leos. I'm sure that Leo, out of all the signs, will love to hear about what they have come up for Valentine's Day. Leos are the lovers. Oh, Kelly, we've got a Leo rising. Oh, hi, Brandon. All right, so the energy that I'm feeling with this The image that Spirit is showing me is Grace Kelly and Fred Astaire. It's kind of like that dancing in the rain. But you know how they have that soft kind of like flowy motion, and there's not a care in the world. It's almost like, you know what? It's raining and I don't care. Just like, let's be in the moment. There's this emotion and this feeling of like wanting to pull someone close, and almost like wanting to pull them so that your hearts are touching. This is the energy that I'm feeling with Leo leading into Valentine's Day, which is, I guess it's not a surprise, because you know Leo's job is really to radiate and be that heart center too. So share this with any Leos. Let's flip these cards. Okay, so this is interesting. What I'm seeing with Leo is we have the card of interference, but it's face up. Hey Phil, you haven't missed Aquarius. You, I'll read for you soon. So we have this Eight of Swords. Now remembering this can sometimes represent energies around the mind. It can represent communication. I feel that because this is related in the past, and what I'm being shown is sometimes this is thinking about past situations and that energy or that tape, because they're showing me like a tape still being played out. So it feels like Leo has overcome a lot in the last year, especially with 2021. What I'm sort of seeing going forth is like putting up that force field to any negativity, any energies that might still be sort of like circulating. And because this is opposite and upside down, it kind of does feel like that has ended for some of you. The other energy that we do get, which is in the present moment, is we have a Seven of Discs, which is, yeah, Seven of Discs. So this is the card of failure. I don't always go by what the words describe or the traditional meanings of the card. For me, I see this as a little nest. And remembering like a nest is kind of a container that houses and holds, these little babies, or this beautiful love energy. We talk about love nest. So thinking about like what you have to give, and is that energy being fed or being met by this? So what I mean by this is if we have, because there's Saturn and Taurus energy in this. So with Saturn, sometimes it's, it lives by a certain set of rules. It can be kind of constricting and, doesn't color outside the line sometimes, but it can also, encourage us to growth and break boundaries depending on what sign we are. So with this energy of Taurus, Taurus is a mother nurturer. She is connected with Venus. So is that planet of love. This is really looking at like, are your needs being met? Are you getting that nurturing in the present moment? And I feel for Leo, they're so focused on, even though they do exude some certain qualities, they really, they love. So this also might be making sure that you're exuding, and yes, we will get to Scorpio. Hey, Martin. So yeah, this is also possibly, it could be like roles reversed. This could be making sure that you're meeting the needs of your partner or your, love interest as well. So yeah, we don't want those eggs to go cold in the nest. We want to be able to sit on them. We want to nurture them. We want to bring life into something. This is also sometimes about letting go of things that no longer serve. Because this is the future one around Valentine's Day. We have the card of success. Again, it's the Taurus energy, and it's the disc one. So we have two discs. So this is something that's happening on the earth. This feels like something that's happening in the physical. It no longer feels like something that's being played out in the mind. So yeah, I feel that if you can bring that heart energy, or the other person can bring that heart energy into it, it really does lead to things kind of lining up. It's a little bit to do with voicing what it is that you feel, as well as that confidence and that heart rose energy being at the center. So the card that we have, and it's the moon as well, so like reflect and maybe even write a list about what it is that you're wanting to attract, because Leos do, magnetize and do radiate. So thinking about what is it that I want to draw to me? What kind of love do I want to experience? We have sacred union come up. So for those of you that are together, it is, if you feel that it's the right path, it's showing like the reward in investment, this sacred union. I'm trying to find what side of the screen I'm on. So yeah, look at these beautiful wise trees that are connected to the earth and intertwining. This also can be that soulmate energy, twin flame type energy. I'm just going to pop in a couple of confirmation cards just to finish off for Leo. Okay. All right, we'll flip these over. All right, so this is interesting. Oh, I'm liking this, especially because I'm a Leo too. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, but it's upside down. So Wheel of Fortune sometimes can also represent like a completion or something new kind of coming in. I'm feeling like this is you actually like steering the wheel and changing your fortune in a way. Um, yeah, it's a really interesting time. I actually feel like it's the beginning in a way. So whether you've had, because we've got this energy of who looks to be quite a sneaky character, this is a lesson that's learned from the past. We can see someone that was perhaps a little bit deceitful or not truthful, or perhaps was more of a taker rather than a giver. Now this has been shaken up and it's literally like dropped out, is what I'm seeing in the deck to do with this. So you may have shaken someone out of your life that perhaps was not 100% honest or truthful, maybe a little bit deceitful. Yeah, so I feel like it's a new beginning. When I put these together, these are the energies to focus on. Oops, where are we? For Valentine's Day, that sacred union, success, and that new beginning energy is what I'm feeling, because we had that come in a different way. So popping these back in. So I hope everyone's enjoying their signs and being very patient, waiting for your sign too. Thank you, everyone. So we are reading for Sagittarius. So if there's any Sagittarians that you know, please share with Sagittarius, and I will read to you what this says. Also, something that I've just really started to notice a lot more lately, and heard someone else speaking about it the other day, is Sagittarius is kind of cool. It's the only badass that gets a weapon in all of the zodiac signs, because it has a bow and arrow. So it says this energy imbues power, superior confidence and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune and authority. So let's pick some cards for Sagittarius out there. I'm just going to check how my battery is going. Oops, I'm just going to plug this in, guys. All right, so, right. I'm feeling like energies of Sagittarius at the moment. Everyone's feeling like a little bit serious. It's interesting. Now, Sagittarius can be like quite deep, quite philosophical. They do like to kind of bring meaning into things as well. So I feel that there's like a focused intent. So Brendan said Sag cusp with Capricorn. Cool. Magical. Cuspies are quite magical. Oh, and Frey's got a rising sign of Sag. So the other thing that I love about Sag is when we sort of like reach that that ability to kind of like transcend and go beyond that sign, and we put that bow and arrow on our lap, we're actually really being able to shoot with our higher consciousness and our manifestation, and really like tap into that higher aspect of Sag. So also better manifesting too. So what I'm feeling with this, when I put my hand over the first card, there is like a little bit of a healing energy. Now I feel that this is in relation to the past. It could be flowing through into current day for a couple of you. The energy that I'm feeling sort of like, yeah, there's like this warm pulsation in my hand. I also feel that there is perhaps a couple of Saggies out there that are healers. I feel that Spirit is giving us a message in particular. It's just wanting to acknowledge a healing energy or healing frequency. And we need to pick a card out of the love deck too. Okay, so there is like, this is the card of strength. So it's a 9 of Wands, but I did also see it in reverse too. So this to me is really like that energy of sort of like overcoming something. This is like perhaps going through a little bit of that dark night of the soul, but you've come out of a lot brighter, is the energy that I feel with this. So we can see there's the moon at the bottom, then connected to that sun aspect at the top. So this is kind of like going through a little bit of an eclipse type phase, but when you kind of bring yourself into alignment, everyone else joins the party, is the energy that I get. Now this is on a spiritual level. So yeah, it might have been something that you also thought was going to happen, was perhaps could have been either like you chose to go down a different path, or something perhaps was like taken out of life. But I feel that it's almost like it's a hidden blessing or a hidden gift. Let's flip this next card. Oh, this is so interesting. So we have the card of failure in the center again. So, really looking at what it is, writing your list of pros and cons, really like reassessing what it is that you desire to manifest at the moment. And if you're putting your attention to something and it's not being met with that same level of energy and healing and kind of like, how would I say, a sense of like purpose and meaning that you're giving out, really look at like that energy of, is it worth it? So with this other card that we've got is interference. So some of these cards are similar to what we had for Leo too. So, or was it another sign? I have to go back into the video. So it's interference falling out. So we're going to let those swords fall out and drop them, because like you don't need to put up with anyone's shit anymore, essentially. It's the energy that I'm getting with this. And this is, this is on like an intellectual level. This is on a level to do with, if you feel like to cut off communication, if someone's draining your energy, that's okay. And the energy that we get with the love card is the same as what we got with Leo. So you could also be like Leo and Sag are kind of vibing together at the moment. Really interesting transformative process that they're going through in letting go of the old, and choosing what it is that they want to bring their heart to. So we have Sacred Union come up again, which is such a beautiful card. Let's pick some clarifying cards with this. So I just feel really like proud for a lot of the Leos and Sagittarius. It feels like that they're really getting themselves like back into alignment. Now you might be at various different parts on the journey with this. You might be sort of like beginning to bring yourself into alignment. So really focus on what makes you happy. Focus on like what you want to give your energy to. This is gorgeous. All right, so we have the moon energy. There's a lot of like self-inquiry with this. There's a lot of like different phases and different emotions that you've been through. But we can see that the sun is reappearing. It's re-emerging. There's a new kind of like, this to me looks like a portal. It looks like a new day. Even though it is the moon, there's the two sides of that energy. So there is the water in this. So really looking at how was it that you felt or that you were treated in the past around love, and what do you want to take with you into the future? The other energy that we have is the High Priestess, who was in reverse as well. So sometimes this energy represents that connection to the divine. This is really about like focusing on yourself at the moment on a deep nurturing level, is what I'm feeling is the message with this. This is about like reestablishing like your energy is what I'm being shown. It's like base energy levels. So giving yourself nourishment and nurturing. The other thing that I feel too is it's that energy of the middle pillar, that middle way. It's, not looking at things as good and bad or dark and light or past and future. This is about calling in to that present moment is what I'm feeling in this situation. So let's pop these ones back in the deck, and we will have a look at some of the other signs. All right, so just clearing these. So our next sign is Libra, which is one of my favorite signs as well. One of my daughters is Libra, and I have a Libra moon myself. Do we have any other Libras, or is there anyone that you want to share this to? I know Libras love hearing about their signs as well. So feel free to share this with any beautiful Libras. They are connected to Venus energy, so they really love hearing about love. So they're getting me to pick out of the love deck first for Libra. And that's probably because love is very important to them too. Now, I'm just going to shuffle this other deck and clear this. Oh, hey Sarah in Gemini. Cool. We haven't done Gemini yet, so please share with any other signs that we're doing tonight, anyone that loves astrology. So love-wise, we have love, and we just said this. So really cool to see this when we're flipping it over, is we're talking about like how much Libra loves love, and we have this energy of love. So, all right, cards for Libra. Oh, this is really beautiful energy that I'm feeling come in with Libra at the moment, leading up to Valentine's Day. I'm actually seeing it's like the energies of like the goddess is the energy that I'm feeling with this Libra. So it's almost like for those of us that love Christmas, we get really excited. What I'm feeling with this Libra energy is like the same sort of like excitement. Oh, your twin daughters are Librans. Beautiful. They're such lovely energies. Sometimes a little bit indecisive, but still beautiful. Um, I think we've still got Gemini to go. Yeah, we haven't done Gemini yet, so please stay tuned. So yeah, the energy, what I'm seeing with this is it seems to be this kind of like Venetian goddess energy, and I'm hearing like harp music in the background. And I'm seeing with Libra, it's like in their mind and their heart, they're wishing for this great love. And they're like, this is the picture that I'm painting. This is the energy of like what I'm putting out. Um, yeah, hectic. I can imagine. I've only got one Libra. So I'm going to flip these cards. Hey, Kristen, how are you? Lovely to hear from you in Iceland. So the energies that we've got for Libra at the moment, and I should say, this energy is diplomatic, gracious, it seeks harmony and balance within relationships. So what I'm seeing at the moment is we were just talking, and you guys that know like how I read know that with my Thoth deck of cards, I like to pop my hand over them. So the energies that we were talking about, this goddess, this Venusian type energy, and hearing like harp music and that, this is so exalted in this Princess of Cups, and you can see she's coming in from a different spiritual dimension. She's holding this beautiful shell cup energy over her heart, and there's so much knowledge that she's bringing, so much like heart wisdom and intuition that she has to offer the world. It's like the energy of let me show how to like love in the world is the energy that I'm feeling with Libra and this enchantment with Venus at the moment. We have this beautiful Ace of Discs coming. For those of you that are for those lovers out there, there's a lot of fertility energy, is just what I'll say, like around this card. This is Ace of Discs. This is something not in a physical nature. For me, when I get this card, sometimes I'll see this as fertility energy. In the center of this, we can see it's like a womb-like space with little cells dividing. You guys see that? And we have all of these kind of discs lining up. There's like angelic energy. Yeah, really, really beautiful energy of conception onto the planet and onto the earth. So stay in your heart for those beautiful Libras out there. Radiate and resonate what it is to be love in the world. And the other card that we have is a Ten of Wands upside down. It's normally the card of oppression. So it can be sort of like getting met or caged in sometimes. So we have this energy. Yeah, it's kind of like Flower of Life symbol in the way that it shows up, isn't it? So with this energy, the Ten of Wands, we're going to drop this one out as well because we don't need this anymore. It's like clearing those blocks out on a spiritual level, because where Libra is heading, it's like the boundaries, the walls are down. So whether this is like a newfound confidence that they have, could be, there is this Sagittarian energy around this. There could be like a Sag also with this. I'm seeing this as an energy for Libra. It feels like an energy of just exuding and radiating this love within themselves. It doesn't mean that they don't have a partner, but I feel like it's this newfound feeling good in the self. And we've got two cards that are coming out of the other deck as confirmation cards. We have Three of Wands, which represents that initial kind of like growth. You can see he's putting up what looks to be like foundations and looking out over the new land, going, this is like where I'm going to build my house or my kingdom or my empire. There's this sort of energy with it. The other energy that we had, which goes with the Ace of Discs, is the Ace of Cups. So such amazing cards for you, Libra. Now remembering these are general readings, so take what resonates. But with this Ace of Cups, there's like this lining up. So we can see this cup that's like floating above this lotus pond in the water, which is about kind of like that emotional development and remembering that lotus needs that mud to grow in. It needs to be kind of like rooted or have that foundation of going through that muck and coming and working its way up for this beautiful opening, this beautiful spiritual development. So I feel like there's a spiritual unfoldment that's happened with Libra. So really just turning and having this attention towards love. And yeah, there's like a little peace dove that's coming and filling the cup. So there might be peace in your heart, in relationships at the moment. And this for you, for some of you, might also be about bringing the peace, or, you know, making sure that like love is peaceful. Because no one needs love that's not peaceful. Even though we all have different challenges from time to time, we don't need anyone that's coming in to take away our peace. So beautiful energies that you have. Shuffle some of these back in. So we are going to be reading for Aquarius. So if there's any Aquarians that you know out there. So we'll pop these other cards in. All right. Oh, hey, Bailey. How are you? So we're doing zodiac sign readings at the moment. So I'm just going to pick a few cards. All right. So we've got, this is cards for Aquarius, and we just had one that fell out of the deck and then fell out on the table and onto the floor. So this card is interesting. All right, so we need 2 more cards for Aquarius. Actually, they're telling me 4. So we've got 4 main cards to read. This feels busy. This to me almost feels like a little bit of a migraine or a little bit of a headache when it's coming to love. So this might be for Aquarius, or this might be someone that is in your life, Aquarius. So this is the card. This energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. So it's kind of, you know, we are in that age of Aquarius now as well. The other energies that I'm feeling with this, like how I described that sort of like headachy type feeling, I feel like there might have been like a lot of constriction, or feeling like there was sort of like fences built and there wasn't that ability to kind of like bring this energy and this knowledge of what you know into a situation. There's a Princess of Swords. So this may have felt like having to defend yourself in the past, but I feel like there was lessons learned around this heart. For some of you, you may have like finished off with these lessons and are stepping forth into new energies towards the future. If you hear laughing in the background, one of my girls is having a sleepover. So we've got kids in the background. So the other energies that I'm feeling too with these other cards is I'm seeing a story. And what I'm seeing with this story is a path. Thank you, Bailey. I hope you are too. So they're showing me it's like a story. But what I'm seeing with this is almost like a chance to choose your own adventure. It's like the story isn't finished. Like, yes, it might be part way, but we get to choose like whether there's a twist in the story. So let's flip these cards. Oh my God. Oh, this is an exciting story. Okay, so we have the energy of the Hermit. So we can see here this Hermit energy. So the Hermit goes within to seek the knowledge and gain the answers. So it's not something that can be healed or really, worked out with sort of like discussing. You can do counseling and things like that too, but the Hermit really goes within to seek these answers, to bring out the knowledge. This is not knowledge that we can learn from books. This is a knowledge of self-inquiry. It's actually kind of like a Merlin energy is the way that I read it. And there's this illumination, this light that this Merlin energy is bringing. There's also a little bit of like fertility, alchemy energy that we have with this. So the other energy that we have too is, there's a little bit of Virgo type energy too. Also, I'm just hearing the message as we're talking about this is to not, I guess, step out of this cave before you're ready. So make sure that you've done like all of the polishing, all of the cleaning of what it is that you feel before you bring this illumination, you're bringing new knowledge to the world or new knowledge to your relationships. So really interesting. This might also be if you're watching for an Aquarius, seeing how this relates. Remember, we can look at Aquarius sun, moon, and ascendant or rising, and also the Venus energy. So the other card that we have is the Priestess. And we have sort of like a Sagittarian energy with this. We can see that she has the bow and arrow on her knees. So this for me is always about sort of like manifesting. It's about drawing in things from, you know, the other realms and energies to manifest on a physical level. So it's a really beautiful card. I'm just going to text my daughter to keep her noise down a little bit. Oh, she's just closed her door. I think she heard me. I just text. So we have this beautiful priestess energy. I feel that she's in attunement with who she is. She's done the work. She feels comfortable. There's a kind of wisdom that comes with her, is the energy that I'm feeling in this. She's been really resourceful too, in manifesting things literally out of thin air. The fight is over, or the struggle is sort of like on its way out, is what I'm seeing with this, because we have this Princess of Wands. So Wands is that spiritual energy as well. And this tiger sometimes can represent fear, almost a fear of like feeling, you know, a hand around your throat. So it might have been something blocking your throat chakra area, Aquarius. But yeah, I feel like you're coming into yourself. That's being released, is what I'm seeing with this. And there's a newfound energy of confidence with this too. I feel like to celebrate, to do something special. So it might be to buy yourself a beautiful present, or to buy a present for the Aquarius in your life as well. So, you know, things like beautiful natural or organic perfumes, crystals, yeah, different things like that. They really resonate with Aquarius. Things that make them sort of, I think sometimes they're very close to the earth. They're very idealistic in a way, is the energy. But yeah, looking at like if there's any fear left to release, transmuting it. Hey Bridget, or Brigitte from Norway. Hope I'm saying your name right. So 2 confirmation cards just to finish that off for Aquarius. Let me see what we have. Hey Phil, I can feel your energy still. Hopefully you're still here with us. Okay, so yeah, there might be, for some of you Aquarians, they might be walking away from something. And look, it's that Hermit energy. He's going off to go into that cave. So it might emotionally feeling like a little bit done with something. It's like, yeah, it's there. I can choose that if I want to. But you know what? I'm actually going to go look after me. There's a little bit of that energy for some of you. When you've done with that, or for other Aquarians, it might be this energy of Ace of Cups. We had this just for, I think it was Libra as well. So there might be that option for new love too. So interesting energies for you Aquarius. I hope that all made sense. Please share with your Aquarian friends. This is specifically for now, leading up to Valentine's Day too. So let's shuffle these cards back in. Oh, the love card for you Aquarius is Trilogy of Light. Look at this light emerging. This is sort of like coming from, you know, the earth and from the heavens and from the hearts is what heart is what I feel with this too. Yeah, we're getting to Gemini. Gemini is now. So that's what I have for you, beautiful Aquarius. All right. All right. So Gemini, the energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, informative, stimulating exchange as possible. So I have a Gemini ascendant. So hello to all my Geminis. So whether you're Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus energy, let's pick you some cards. Gemini, Valentine's Day. There's that excitement energy of almost like Christmas in the air is what I'm feeling with you, Gemini. We had this with one of the other signs tonight as well. I think it was Libra. It's like a similar energy I'm feeling. Oh, and Spirit is touching me on the head to do with this one. So some of you might be feeling, hey Phil, Yeah, I felt your energy around. Spirit is touching me on the head to do with Gemini. So paying close attention if there is someone that has passed on, or whether you're working with spirit guides. Spirit is communicating to you at the moment, Gemini, which is interesting because we did say that it was communicative, but literally looking for spirit feels is what I'm being shown. So it's more like feeling, touches on the top of your head is what I'm seeing with this Gemini energy at the moment. So let's flip these cards. All right. Ooh. And we'll flip this love card too. All right, so we have the card of Dominion, which is Two of Wands, and sometimes there's a little bit of kind of like strife, or like a little bit of like trying to find that balance, that duality. It's like almost like, do we go this way? Do we go that way? Sometimes it can also be like that law of opposites, or that, like the positive and the negative. It's got a bit of like Aries and kind of like warring Mars energy with this. This could be intense. This could be like a sexual chemistry connection for you, Gemini, if this is in relation to love. This also might be looking at it if it is emotionally balanced as well. Yeah, very interesting energy. We have the Aeon, but this was in reverse. So the Aeon is about, she has Nuith, the sky goddess as well, or like that mother energy. This card has the womb and it has Horus. So Horus is kind of like the boss of the mystery schools, the left and the right eye. This is about spiritual vision. There might be something that you're not quite seeing at the moment, not seeing like, it's about looking for the picture on the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual level, and looking at life from all of these different energies. So I'm just sort of, there's a transformation that's halted at the moment, is what I'm feeling to do with this. So I feel it can go either way. You can actually choose, because we have what I call the choose your own adventure card. So I feel that like your story's not finished yet. You actually get to choose. Oh, I see, Brandon, your wife is a Gemini. So yeah, did I say your name right? Brendan, sorry. I'm dyslexic. So yeah, we have this choose your own adventure card and this physical body energy as well. So this sometimes can also relate to past trauma with the energies of the other cards that we've had come up, because I do feel like a womb space energy with this too. So this is very much about, on a physical level, giving yourself nurturing, giving yourself love. This might be giving that to a Gemini that's in your life as well, making sure that they feel nurtured. But yeah, let's pick some clarifying cards around this. Oh, 1 and 2. We'll flip these. Okay, yeah, there's a new beginning. I feel like, yeah, story's not over yet. You actually get to birth something new. We have the Death card in reverse as well. Or not Death, sorry, 5 of Cups. But it was in reverse. So this is sort of like that instability kind of falling out in a way. The other energy is, see, we have the Ace of Cups coming again. There's new changes and new love coming in for a few of you, or perhaps like a new way of feeling around love. This can also be how you feel and relate to things in the world as well. So this is really like about understanding yourself on such a deep level at the moment, that it's ending the cycles of something old. It's ending the way that you relate to yourself, that you relate to your physical body. This is really kind of like helping to clear that mind, that body space. But I keep getting the energy of very physical energy in the body. So this might be to release it like out of our nervous system, or to release like any trauma, so that you can go on and you can growth and you can strive for, higher things and brand new, like Ace of Cups energy, brand new love. So this could be about self-love for Gemini at the moment. Yeah, it feels kind of like a work in progress, but I feel that it's worth it. It's like that energy of, wringing out a wet towel, and it's like we want to get every little bit out that we can. So I hope that helps, Gemini. Also, if you want to check out your other signs, like check out your sun, moon, and ascendant, you might resonate more with your moon rather than you do your sun at the moment. So, and also checking out your Venus. So we have the energy of Pisces. So with Pisces, it says this energy is wistful, endless, loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. So let's pick cards for Pisces. Okay, Pisces for Valentine's Day. Oops, we have quite a few cards come out. I'm going to pop 2 back. We don't need them. And we're going to pick a card for love as well. So we've only got a few signs to go. All right. So what I'm seeing come up to do with this is I'm feeling that there's lessons for Pisces in love to do with the past. They're showing me the energy of water running in a little creek, and the creek has dried up. So what I mean by this is that you would have put your emotion and your heart and different things into filling and feeding something that you wanted to make like fertile land. You wanted to grow plants. You wanted to make plans together. What I'm sort of seeing is this creek bed dried up, or this riverbed drying up. So it might be that you've cut off giving energy to those that are like just take. There could be a little bit of this happening for you, Pisces. I'm going to flip this over. Ooh. Okay, yeah, we see a little bit of this. We've got Queen of Swords. She's not taking crap from anyone anymore. We can see like the sword is not even out to battle. There's a little bit of an energy of I'm done with this with Pisces. We can see that the mask is off. There's this beautiful liberation that's happening in the back of this picture. You know, this is about like how we're thinking, how we're kind of like mentally going forth with this. This is in relation to past. So I feel like this is something that might have even happened a little while ago for Pisces. The other energy that we have with this too is that she has this beautiful bare chest. There's this beautiful kind of like vulnerability. It's like, yeah, I went through some stuff. But I feel much stronger, and I feel like even more beautiful as a soul for going through it. So I feel like Pisces is going to weave that into their character and into sort of like this watery emotional nature, which is really beautiful. We then have for kind of like the present, this Prince of Disc energy, which is Venus energy as well. The Chariot represents this energy of coming into life too. Now, what we see with this is about wanting a love that's deeper. To me, like this Chariot, this is sort of like the collection, like your list of like your wants, your needs and desires. And it's like, I'm coming for you, love, and this is everything I'm bringing. So you have a lot to give, Pisces. You have a lot of beautiful, and it actually says on this, endless, loving, compassionate, and forgiving too. But see this golden bowl, and we have this cube inside of it. So this is like really seeing it from, you know, the spirit encasing the physical. Thank you, Sarah Joyce. That's so sweet of you. So yeah, we have this. Taurus is sometimes that slow moving energy, but it is, you know, with Venus, there is a lot of crops in the background that we can see too. So sometimes sticking with it is a good thing. We have Princess of Wands. Now she came up upside down before as well. So this might be letting go of like struggle and different things. This is your newfound confidence. This is about you being able to do and strive for what it is that you want to have in your life again too. Now this is on a spiritual level. So writing that list, I recommend this for Pisces because that's what I'm seeing in the cards. So pros and cons list. What is it that you want to call into your life if you don't yet have that person? Forgiveness, and we had this come up in here too. So this might not only just represent forgiving someone else, and sometimes that's not 100% possible, but it might be forgiving yourself for giving so much. And I'm just hearing spirit and feeling spirit kind of nod with this. So forgiving yourself if you did put your energy and time, love and attention towards someone where it was perhaps misused or perhaps abused in that way. So we're going to pop that one aside and grab some clarifying cards for Pisces as well. So we have 2 cards here from my other deck. Oh, this is good. So we have the Hermit. This is going within. We book a private reading. I think I left the link in the description box up ahead, but it's just my name, Solreta, SOLRETA.com. And to use the discount code LOVE, I do couples readings. And when we also look into the energy of your aura, what's around you energetically, because it's like a photo for the moment. And I can see how the two of your energies interact, and we can look into it with the cards as well and spirit. So there is a discount code on my 1 hour, 2 hour readings, and also on my 2 hour couples readings. So we have this energy of the Hermit. So Pisces, it really does feel like you're going within. It's like you've learnt from the past and you're walking in this new kind of like wise energy. So don't let anyone shake you out of this wise energy. The other energy we have is Queen of Pentacles. So she's bringing that nourishing, nurturing energy. She's manifested something on the physical level. There's something that's starting, or possibly like a new beginning as well. So that's what I have for you. Now we are reading for Scorpio. Where are all my Scorpios at? Do we have Scorpios here tonight? Maybe share this with Scorpio that you know. I have some good friends and some family that are Scorpio as well. All right, so we shuffled these ones, and let's get a card from the love deck. All right. Ooh, this is cool, what I'm seeing with my third eye right now. So what I'm seeing for Scorpio right now is there's some kind of like spiritual or psychic development that's happening. Hey, Murray. So what I'm seeing is this popping open of the third eye with Scorpio at the moment. There's some kind of like transformational process that you're going in. Your gifts are magnified. Your truth detector is magnified, is what I'm getting shown in relation to love and in relation to Valentine's Day. Trust your gut, like you are a sign that's connected to water. Even my daughter, who has like 5 things out of 12 in Scorpio, will say to me, she's like, I really feel like Scorpio is sometimes a fire sign, and sometimes it does have that energy or that kind of like sting to it that it could be. So I just sometimes feel like Scorpio is unpredictable. They're kind of like mysterious and magic too. But yeah, definitely like a spiritual transformation and awakening. Let's go ahead and flip these cards. Oh my gosh, we just talked about this. This is cool. So we have the card of death. Now I know I just said it's cool, but it is, because it's about transformation. That's exactly what this represents. And sometimes it's, you know, spirit putting an end to something, if we look at it in regards to relationship, or transcending the old. So this is in relation to past. I'm just going to grab a drink. And you've appeared in your own reading, Scorpio. Hey, Kelly. Look at this. We've got the Scorpio energy down the bottom of this card with the lily, which is that flower representing death. So we have this cycles and change. We have this rebirth, phoenix energy opening up at the top of the crown in this pick as well. We have the card of the devil in current energies, like for present moment. Sometimes this is like something thrown on your path, or sometimes it's like finding out information. So using that third eye at the moment for you Scorpios, really sort of like seeing beyond like what you're being told or what it is that you're feeling, going deeper into that that psychic level is what I'm being shown to do with this. And ironically, look at this, Capricorn devil energy has the third eye open. So this is confirmation. When we get stuff like that I talk about and then we have it show up in the cards, it's confirmation from spirit. So this might resonate to some of the Scorpios out there. We have this truth energy too. So you can see all this static electricity around. So it's a swords card. I often see this as and we had it upside down. I feel like it's just to drop it out of life. It's like that kind of like instability that some people bring, or that sense of like non-truth, or you know that some are lying to your face. It's like dropping that energy out. So this might only resonate for some Scorpios. There'll be other Scorpios where your moon sign might resonate more at the moment, but this is what I'm getting for some of the Scorpios that are here tonight. So we have a Libra energy with Jupiter, which is about expansion, but this is in reverse. So there may have been a halt or a stop to something, or you may have like closed the door on something, or you may be about to do that, is the energy that I'm seeing with this. Tap into your heart. Your heart is going to give you the truth, and tap into your third eye. It's like doing a full body check. Okay, third eye, heart, gut. All right, what is that saying? An exercise is good to help get you out of your head, because this is showing a little bit of you actually coming out of your head. So to kind of like finish that, you might write with your right hand, what is it I need to do to purge or to let go of this energy? The other thing that I should say, I'm also hearing like rumors and people gossiping and talking in the background is the energy that I'm feeling with this. And I feel like it's getting them out of your life. It's like you don't need that toxicity is what I'm feeling with this. Let's flip this love card. Universal heart. That's the third eye again. Look at that. that's 3 times now Spirit has brought us this message to do with opening and working with the third eye. And I just noticed, look at this, 4 messages to do with you working psychically through this third eye. So even though this is a time of love, really like work on your psychic development. So very cool message for you, Kelly. The other thing too is to write a message to yourself or write a question to yourself with your right hand. What is it I need to let go of? Then pick up the pencil or pen in your left hand and answer it. And you're going to tap deeper into your subconscious to gain those answers. So let's get these clarifying cards. And then, oops, we just had a deck full. So we had a few. One of them is jumping out more than the other. I just feel one from that. All right, so we have Cancer to read next, but last card for Scorpio, confirmation card, is an upside down 6 of Cups. So we have this in reverse. So I feel that someone might have made a lot of promises and they may not have showed up. There might have been a lot of words talking, but I don't feel that there was a lot of action, is some of the energy. Just for some of you, might not resonate with all of the Scorpios at the moment, but we have this lily in the... That's that same energy that we had with the Death card. So this is sort of like, it's showing an energy more of like getting rid of that, or more that that's leaving. So it's kind of like, how would I say? We could look at it as, how do I transcend this difficulty on a psychic level? What do I see in order to transcend this? Is kind of, or on an emotional heart level, what do I see? How do I feel myself, or how do I psychically see myself getting out of this situation? So yeah, really interesting reading for you, Scorpio. Let's pop that aside, and we are reading for Gemini. Look at this beautiful card. Oh, Cancer. Why did I say Gemini? There might be some Cancers out there that are in connection with the Gemini. So it says, the energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. So this is kind of that Cancerian mother energy. I just picked these cards tonight to represent our zodiac signs. And I also had Spirit playing that song in my head. What's that song? Love Like This, I think it's called. But it's like, what's your zodiac sign? That song. I will have to look it up and play it later to get it out of my head. All right, so popping these back in the deck so we can pick for Cancer. You're welcome, Mari. All right, so tell me to pick this one first. So we've got that one, and we're going to have 3 cards for Cancer for love, please. This is an interesting energy. Oh no, they're giving me 4. I felt almost like a little tear in the left-hand side. So left eye represents that inner vision. It's the way that we sort of see ourselves. It's our intuition. It's sometimes like how we sort of like can relate sometimes to how we feel or how we sort of see ourselves within the world, but there was almost like a little tear, or like letting go of like a little bit of grief. So this could be the case for some of the Cancer signs in relation to, you know, Valentine's Day. So I'm just feeling these energies. There's a lot of heat coming from the 2 first cards that I've picked, and it feels around the heart. I almost feel like there's a little bit of grieving or sadness that you're working through, because there's a little bit in the past and a tiny bit in the present. Yeah, let's see. There's past life connection too, that you're also kind of like still got a bit of a pull back in with the past. So we have an upside down 6 of Swords. I feel like it's shedding other people's ideas and things about like what love is, and just going, stuff it. I'm going to like work this out on my own terms. There's a little bit of this feel as I touch this card. So what we can see is that this is sort of like really, it's almost like a period of coming to terms with something, is the energy that I'm getting. It's Swords. It's on an intellectual level, or like communication level. There's Mercury and there's Aquarius with this as well. So this feels to me, it's like trying to make sense, or trying to come to terms, or trying to seek the higher meaning in what was happening. is the energy that I'm getting with this. It's almost like an illusion, or trying to separate the mind from the heart. So it might be like, instead of listening to the heart, you may have been listening to the mind, but I feel that this is falling away. So you're coming back into a sense of feeling, and you're coming back into a sense of who you are. We have the energy of the moon, which is beautiful. This to me represents past life energies. When I feel this in this particular deck of card, it represents kind of like that underworld, or the physical layer, and the spiritual. So we can see that the scarab beetle has this moon energy, and it's birthing up to the sun. We can see these little, almost like EEG waves, this like energy going like this. So this might be, you could be stepping in and out of frequency with your person, or you may be coming back together with the past connection too. So I feel that there is free will and choice if a past person shows up. It doesn't always mean meant to be. Sometimes it can also represent that energy of the universe presenting someone to you, going, hey, did you get enough, like with this lesson last time? And sometimes these people can also have different masks. So they can appear as the same character with a different mask. What I mean by that is it can sometimes be an archetypal energy. So let's flip the rest of these cards. This is beautiful. We have the Nine of Swords, but it's upside down. This is falling. So we're going to drop this out of your life again, Cancer. So we don't want those swords in there anymore. We don't want cruelty. We don't want punishment. We don't want those late nights staying up and thinking about, like, you know, feelings, because Cancer is a very feeling, beautiful, watery energy, and they can't help but feel. It feels unhealthy to be too caught up in our thinking, is the energy that I've got with this. Excuse me. And we do have Mars and Gemini, so this may have been like a lot of thinking in that on your mind. This is going into sort of like present into future as well. So I feel like you may be making a decision around letting go of these old ways of thinking, or perhaps someone that's come up that's presented these energies that we've talked about. The other card that we have going forth towards the future is you actually seeing things for what they are. So it's a Wands energy as well. So this is the card of Valor. It has Leo and it has Mars. And there is things that are growing from this, but you really need to sort of like step in with that vibration and hone into your own energy. Don't trust anything that is not lining up to what it says it is. So if someone is all talk and no action, maybe look at how much you're investing. Because if this was like an investment fund, energy wise, look at it from that point of view. We'll flip this Love card, Retreat. This is really about going into that retreat energy for yourself at the moment. See that sun that's emerging out of that water, that beautiful transformative energy coming up out of the emotions. You're in the ocean. This is such a beautiful place for, you know, for the crab, for Cancer to be, not in these place of like thinking, you know, in the mind. You know, it's that place of feeling. It's that place of nurturing. So let's pick some cards to clarify. Okay. Oh, okay. This is cool. I love it how they all just work together and make sense. So we have this Four of Swords energy, and we can see it's kind of like a coffin, almost like a deathbed type energy. It may represent the death of something, and remembering that swords is to do with like that intellect. It's to do with the mind. It's to do with communication. It may feel like that something has ended, or that something has been cut off, or it might be that you're thinking about that. But we have the Wheel of Fortune, so hope is not lost. It's almost like a spin the wheel, and this new change is coming through. So look at like what you can work with is what I'm hearing Spirit say. Look at what it is that you can transform. Pick the positives to focus on at the moment. Wheel of Fortune coming in to do with love. And we have this past life or perhaps karmic soul connection coming in to do with this. So these are the two that I would recommend to focus on. Beautiful energies when we look at like where you can go and where you can choose to direct it. So it was lovely doing this Valentine's Day reading. For anyone that does want a personal one-on-one reading, please use the discount code LOVE, LOVE, on my website, which is solreta.com, SOLRETA, And yeah, please like and share this with your friends so that we can sort of get past those algorithms that Facebook has. I might even try and work out how to put this on YouTube. I'm just working out a couple of streaming things and trying to like put things out there a little bit more. So thank you so much for your patience for all of the signs. Hoping to put this on YouTube for the future with like all the timestamps and things. But sending you lots of love for Valentine's Day, and have a beautiful weekend. Thank you.